all started in 2005. So I used to actually run, cross countries in my boarding school days and all that, but then had stopped running totally during my, management days and in 2005. And so some of my friends were running the Standard Chartered Mumbai Marathon, which had just started around that time. And when I went there to cheer them up, on the pedal road, what a spectacle it was. And, I really got inspired by the way the entire people were there and the way people were running and so on and so forth. Then at work at that point in time, someone introduced me to this lovely person called Savio D'Souza, who was my running coach. And then with him, I started running. And then that's how the journey began about. So 2008 is when I did my first sub-2 half marathon. 42 is a slightly different ball game. So I think, that's when, so the 42 started in 2009, which is when I did my first 42. And then ever since I've been running full marathons. So tell me, but how did you start running?
So I'm not an organized runner. Okay. So I would run every now and then, and every year I would make a new resolution. But this year was the first time when I made a resolution that I have to run the dream run next year. So I've started training, and of course, we ran. You've been running with me, so
yeah,
I have run with you, and now I really want to take it up.
Actually, I really got inspired by you, and I'm quite a bit of a novice at this. And my maiden run was 2 weeks back with you, if you remember. We were running at Mahalakshmi Racecourse.
I personally feel running is an individual sport, but running is also a community sport.
Are there any management lessons that we can kind of, bring in?
So running first of all teaches you perseverance. That is important in life as well. That's important in management. You've got to persevere through, and you basically need to see your ups and downs. And that is true for management as well. So there will be hurdles. There will be issues, or there will be things which do not go to our liking. The results may or may not fall through as much as we want. But we need to basically overcome them. It helps build teams, because people, when you run with each other, you start empathizing with each other.
So do you actually manage to see some linkages between fitness and productivity at work?
Running brings a bit of an element of discipline in what you do. And I think that then automatically translates into productivity. When one feels fit, one feels good. And when you feel good, you bring in the best of yourself.